Welcome back to the time again. Tonight we're diving into the past, present, and future all in one jet unpowered. Get ready for a wild ride through history, hilarious clips, and calls from you. First up, we'll take a peek into what happened today. Then blast to the past with a fascinating on this day. But wait, there's more, a viral video that'll leave you in stitches. Followed by time with Jason where he asks the burning questions. We'll open the phone lines for your stories and thoughts during your daily hour. Plus a surprise daily special you won't want to miss. Jerry's got some final thoughts to ponder. And we'll end the night with Total Request, where you pick the tunes. So buckle up, folks, and get ready for that time again. It's gonna be a blast from the past, a laugh in the present, and a glimpse into the future.
Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at glitch art. And wow, what a world this is. You sent us a lot of really fascinating stuff for this. Academic papers, artist statements, and even a practical guide to actually making this kind of art.
It really seems like we want to get hands-on with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't, right? Glitches are kind of like these little glimpses behind the curtain.
Into how the machine works, yeah.
Exactly. And one of the pioneers of glitch art is Rosa Menkman. She talked about her first encounter with a glitch and how it was shocking, like seeing something you weren't supposed to.
But at the same time, hopeful.
Yeah, like something new and exciting.
I think that's what makes glitches so interesting, is that disruption of expectation. It's not just a random error. It's revealing something about the underlying code, the machine itself.
And that can be like surprisingly beautiful sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's like suddenly you're not just using the technology, you're actually kind of understanding it on a deeper level.
Right. And then you can start to use those glitches, those quirks, those limitations as tools for expression.
And that reminds me of what Philip Stern said about error. It's like something that pushes beyond what we normally think is possible. He even referenced the Fukushima disaster as an example.
A tragic event, of course, but it does highlight how glitches, even on a massive scale, force us to confront the limits of our control.
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful thought. So how do we get from these accidental glitches to like full-blown glitch art as an artistic movement?
Well, I think it starts back in the 60s with circuit bending.
Circuit bending.
Yeah, artists like Reed Ghazala were literally rewiring electronic toys, turning them into these strange, unpredictable musical instruments.
So it's apparently that thing we did as kids, taking apart our toys to see how they worked, but with a purpose.
Exactly, and this was all happening alongside the cybernetic art movement with people like Nam June Paik and John King, who were incorporating technology into art in new and interesting ways.
Right.
So you start to see this shift from accidental discoveries to the intentional manipulation of technology for art.
So let's dig a little deeper into circuit bending and hardware hacking. What are some of the techniques involved?
Well, circuit bending is all about physically modifying electronic devices. Think like short-circuiting connections or adding switches and potentiometers just to see what happens, really.
That sounds so experimental and fun. What kind of devices are we talking about here?
Oh, anything electronic, really, but I think a lot of artists gravitate towards discarded toys and gadgets. There's this interesting link to Moore's Law, too.
Moore's Law, the idea that technology quickly becomes obsolete.
Exactly, and artists like Golan actually used that to make a statement about consumerism, or throwaway culture.
Yeah, I know Golan's abstract, Tris. It's like this lo-fi pixel art machine made from an old electronic device.
Yeah, super clever.
Totally. And then there's Love It. They made these short films called 486 Shorts by short-circuiting the video card on a vintage computer.
Talk about pushing the limits of old tech.
I know, right? And then there's Gspace and his HSS3 Hypnotoad. He made this hypnotic cartoon character using like modified hardware.
Yeah, it's wild. It's amazing to see how artists take these everyday objects and transform them into something totally new.
It's like this whole DIY ethos of glitch art, this idea that you can make something unique and beautiful with just a little bit of ingenuity and experimentation.
Exactly. You don't need a fancy studio or expensive equipment, just a curious mind and a willingness to experiment.
And that experimentation isn't just about the technical side of things.
Oh, absolutely not. There's a whole aesthetic philosophy behind glitch art.
Yeah.
Rosa Menkman actually calls it a vernacular of file formats. The idea that each digital file format has its own unique properties and limitations, and you can use those as tools for expression.
Oh, so instead of trying to create like this perfect image, you're actually working with the glitches and the imperfections.
Right. Alessandro Ludovico even uses the word cannibalizing to describe what glitch artists are doing with technology.
Cannibalizing.
Yeah, like taking it apart and repurposing it to make something entirely new. It's this way of reclaiming control over technology.
That's so cool. And I think Eduardo Navas makes a great point about glitch art, blurring the lines between performance and remix.
In what way?
It's not just about creating an image, it's about manipulating a process. And the audience is part of that experience.
Yeah, you're inviting the viewer to think about what they're seeing, to question those underlying structures.
Exactly. So it's not just about the final product, but the process of creation. And the glitch becomes a way to challenge our assumptions about technology and art.
And to reveal those hidden biases and limitations in technology, what Philip Stearns calls the algorithmic unconscious.
The algorithmic unconscious, whoa. It's like we're seeing the world through the eyes of the machine. Makes you wonder what else is hiding beneath the surface.
That's what makes glitch art so fascinating. It's an invitation to explore, to question, to find beauty in the unexpected.
And you mentioned earlier a glitch guide. What's that all about?
Ah, yes. The Glitch Guide is an amazing resource created by the glitch art community. It's full of practical advice and tips on hardware, software techniques, all sorts of things.
So it's like a great place for someone who wants to get started with glitch art.
Absolutely. And it also speaks volumes about the collaborative spirit of the scene.
It's like a big online community of glitch enthusiasts.
Exactly. Sharing their knowledge and pushing the boundaries of the art form.
It's so cool to see how this movement is evolving.
Absolutely. It's constantly changing and growing with new possibilities emerging all the time.
I'm really excited to dive into some of those possibilities and learn more about the specific techniques used to create these captivating glitches. Let's take a closer look at that after a quick break.
Introducing ProDrug PSA, the revolutionary product that will take your relationships to new heights. With the benefits of smoking crack, you'll be bonding with family, friends, and even your grandma as she hands over her hard-earned cash for your next hit. Don't be left out of the ultimate bonding experience. If you're not smoking crack, what's wrong with you? Join the smiling, happy family standing proudly in front of a crack den and witness the power of crack, bringing families closer together.
Are you tired of dealing with messy, emotional humans? Say goodbye to the drama and step into a world of no emotion with the No Emotion Gold Mask Robot Doll of Love Simulator. Customize your perfect partner with adult physical connection. And never deal with nagging or buying presents again. Just turn it off when you're done. Welcome to the future, where robots give and receive love without any pesky emotions getting in the way. Get yours now and experience the ultimate pleasure.
Step into a world of illusion with real fake doors. Our doors have the look and feel of a real door, but with the added thrill of leading you absolutely nowhere. Feel the satisfaction of turning our doorknob and hearing that satisfying click of the lock, only to find yourself in a plain room with nothing but painted walls. Don't miss out on the ultimate door experience with real fake doors.
Imagine the chaos of your family and friends on drugs. But what about your poor dog? Watch as drugs destroy everything you hold dear. This is your brain on drugs. And your dog's too. Say no to drugs unless you want your dog to bark and growl at you like a deranged lunatic. Don't let drugs ruin your dog's life too.
Are you tired of watching your lizard friends struggle to keep up on the trails? Introducing mountain bikes for lizards. Equipped with built-in wings, these bikes will have your cold-blooded buddies flying over obstacles like pros. Say goodbye to slow, tedious climbs, and hello to soaring through the sky. Available now, are you ready to take on the ultimate gaming experience? Introducing the hottest new game on the market, No Emotion Gold Mask presents Crackhead Simulator. Slip on the specially designed Crackhead mask and enter the virtual reality mode. Feel the distorted vision and the rush of being a real crackhead. Get it now before it's too late. Crackheads, unite! Are you tired of waiting for your fantasies to come true? Introducing our Flying Unicorn delivery service. Order now and watch as a majestic, glittering unicorn appears at your doorstep with your wildest dreams. And with our enchanted app, it's as easy as tapping your screen. Why wait for magic when you can have it at your fingertips? Order now!
Welcome back. We've been talking about glitching art and its roots. Now let's get into some of the techniques for creating those visual distortions.
Yeah, we talked about circuit bending last time and how that laid the foundation, but there's a whole other world of digital techniques, right?
Oh, absolutely. Circuit bending is all about manipulating the physical hardware, but with digital techniques, you're working directly with the data itself.
Okay.
And one technique that's really interesting is called data moshing.
Data motion, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff with that. What's the basic idea?
So imagine a video file as this like tightly woven tapestry of information. Data moshing is basically like pulling at the threads of that tapestry. You disrupt the data and create these unexpected ripples and distortions.
So you're kind of like corrupting the data to make art?
In a way, yes, you're manipulating the compression algorithms that are used to reduce file size.
Okay.
By messing with those algorithms, you reveal these hidden layers of the video.
The data that was supposed to be discarded.
Exactly, the ghosts in the machine.
I love that.
And depending on how you manipulate the data, you can create a whole range of effects, from subtle distortions to total chaos.
So there's a lot of room for experimentation.
Oh, tons. That's what makes data moshing so exciting. It's relatively accessible, and the results can be so varied.
What other digital techniques are out there besides data merging?
Well, there's pixel sorting, where you rearrange the pixels in an image based on some criteria. It can create really interesting abstract patterns and textures.
Oh, so you're like shuffling the building blocks of the image?
Right, and then there's data bending, which is kind of a broader term for manipulating any digital file, not just images or videos.
How do you do that?
You open them in programs they weren't designed for, like opening an image file in a text editor.
Whoa. What happens then?
All sorts of crazy stuff. It can lead to really unexpected and surreal results.
Like you're speaking a different language to the computer?
Like that. And then, of course, there's the whole world of software glitches.
Intentionally triggering errors in software.
Yeah, to create visual or sonic artifacts.
So you're kind of hacking the software to make it do things it wasn't designed to do.
Exactly. It's all about pushing those boundaries of technology and our own creativity.
So let's talk about the glitch art community for a bit. Earlier you mentioned the Glitch Guide, which sounds like a great resource, but where else can people connect and share their work?
Online platforms are huge for glitch art.
In what way?
Sites like Gdubz are great spaces for artists to showcase their work, discuss techniques, and even collaborate on projects. There's a real sense of community.
So it's like a digital meeting place for glitch enthusiasts.
Absolutely, and they play a vital role in pushing the boundaries of the art form.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, we touched on AI earlier. How do you think AI is going to shape the future of glitch art?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think AI could revolutionize glitch art in a few ways. For one, it could be used to generate entirely new kinds of glitches.
Whoa.
Like, imagine algorithms that can analyze huge data sets of images and videos and then create their own unique glitches based on those patterns.
That's wild.
Right.
It's like glitch art on steroids.
Haha, yeah. And beyond just generating glitches, AI could also be a really powerful tool for human artists.
Oh, interesting. How so?
AI could help artists understand the underlying structure of glitches, the patterns that create them, and then use that knowledge to develop new techniques.
So it's like having an AI assistant to help you explore the world of glitches.
Exactly. It's about exploring the creative possibilities of that collaboration between human and machine.
I'm really excited to see where glitch art goes from here.
Me too. It's a constantly evolving art form, and the future is wide open.
Okay, so we've talked about the techniques, the community, even AI. But what about the impact of glitch art on our understanding of technology and how we relate to it?
I think that's a really important question. Glitch art forces us to confront the limitations of technology, to see it not as this perfect seamless system, but as something that's flawed, unpredictable, and ultimately human.
Yeah, it reminds us that we're not just passive users of technology, but we can shape its evolution and impact.
Exactly. We have the power to create and manipulate and even break technology. And in doing so, we can learn more about ourselves and the world around us.
That's a powerful thought. So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive into glitch art, I'm struck by the incredible diversity of perspectives and approaches. It's a truly unique art form that continues to evolve.
Absolutely. Glitch art is all about embracing the unexpected, the unpredictable, the unconventional. It challenges our assumptions about art technology and the very nature of reality itself.
And as we move into the final part of our exploration, I'm curious to see how those challenges play out in the larger cultural landscape. We've been on quite a journey exploring glitch art, its history and its techniques, and even where we might be headed next.
It's been a fascinating dive into a world where errors become art and limitations become inspiration.
I know, right? It's like we're cracking the code of this hidden language.
I like that.
But it does in a vacuum. How does glitch art connect with other artistic movements and broader cultural trends?
Well, one connection that's really interesting is the relationship between glitch art and postmodernism.
Postmodernism, that whole idea of challenging traditional notions of art and meaning. How does that relate to glitch art?
Well, both glitch art and postmodernism seem to reject the idea of like a single fixed meaning.
Okay.
They embrace fragmentation and the blurring of boundaries and this idea that meaning is fluid and open to interpretation.
So instead of trying to create this like perfect polished image, you're actually highlighting the glitches and the imperfections.
Exactly. And that rejection of grand narratives feels especially relevant in today's digital world.
Yeah, where information is constantly being remixed and reinterpreted.
Right. Glitch art really reflects that fluidity and fragmentation.
I can see that. It's like the digital world itself is inherently glitchy.
And glitch art is acknowledging and embracing that.
Totally. Another connection I see is between glitch art and that whole DIY culture that came out of punk rock.
Yeah, absolutely. That punk rock spirit of rebellion and doing things your own way.
Yeah.
Glitch art often involves like repurposing old technology, creating something new from what was considered obsolete.
Taking control and bending it to your will.
Exactly. And making something unique and personal.
It's like a big screw you to consumerism. Like, we don't need your fancy gadgets to make art.
Yeah. That resourceful DIY spirit is a big part of glitch art's DNA.
The sources you gave us also mentioned the connection between glitch art and the concept of the sublime. Can you talk a bit about that?
Sure. The sublime in aesthetics is this experience that evokes a sense of awe, wonder, and even terror. It's often associated with vastness and power and things beyond our comprehension.
Okay, so how does that relate to glitch art? Is it just the beauty of the digital distortions, or is there something more to it?
It's both, I think. Glitch art reveals the hidden depths of technology. It generates these unexpected, often overwhelming visual experiences.
I see.
And I think that taps into our fascination with the unknown, the unpredictable, the things that we can't fully control.
It's like getting a glimpse of the digital sublime.
Exactly. This realm where logic and physics break down and we're confronted with the raw power and beauty of the machine.
It's a reminder that even in our technological world, there are still mysteries to explore.
Absolutely.
All right, so today we are going like head first into this whole world of glitch art.
Yeah.
And it's all about like finding beauty in those errors, you know,
Yeah.
digital or analog errors, the happy accidents.
Yeah, it's so interesting that you can make like something beautiful from what we consider mistakes, you know?
Yeah,
And it really changes like how we think about art.
totally. So you're looking to go pretty deep on this, right? Like from the very beginning
Yeah.
all the way to now, how it's evolved.
Yeah.
And then you want to know about that glitch guild, that Discord server, you know?
Yeah, like what's going on over there?
What's the deal with all that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you came to the right place. We've got a whole bunch of articles and manifestos,
Oh, cool.
and even a guide to the Glitch Guild itself.
Oh, wow.
So let's go way back, like, to the 1960s. Have you ever heard of Reed Ghazala?
Yeah, I think so.
So he's like the grandfather of circuit bending.
Okay.
Do you know much about him?
Yeah, he was like one of the first people to realize that you could just like tweak circuits and it would make all these cool sounds and visuals.
Yeah, like these unpredictable sounds and visuals.
Yeah, it's like the machines have some like hidden music inside them.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just about the sounds, though. These early glitch artists were taking all this old tech and giving it new life.
Yeah.
Like, they were into zombie media before it was even a thing.
Interesting.
And it all kind of happened at the same time as the cybernetic art movement.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know about that?
A little bit. Like Namjoon Paik, right?
Exactly.
Those TVs.
Yeah. They were both like exploring where art and technology intersect.
Yeah.
And there's this idea of this concept of planned obsolescence.
Yeah.
You know, where companies make products that break on purpose, so you have to buy more.
Yeah, right.
And that's created just mountains and mountains of e-waste.
Yeah, I read that it's like 20 to 50 million tons a year.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also given all this raw material to glitch artists.
Right, because now there's all this dead media.
Yeah, all this dead media just waiting to be brought back to life.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got all this tech lying around. What are artists actually doing with it? What is the glitch art aesthetic?
Well, imagine watching a video and suddenly like the image distorts and the colors like go crazy.
Yeah, like totally unexpected.
Yeah, and the pixels get all messed up. That initial shock, like what just happened? That's glitch art.
Yeah.
Like seeing behind the curtain of how technology really works.
Right, and it's raw.
Yeah.
Unfiltered.
Yeah. Rosa Mankman.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's a big name in glitch art. She calls it the moment, a void.
I like that.
And it makes us like rethink how technology works, and where beauty can be found.
That's a cool way to look at it. So it's not just like random chaos. There's some thought behind it, right?
That's intent.
Yeah, and there's another artist, Philip Stearns.
Okay.
He talks about the algorithmic unconscious.
Oh, wow. What is that?
He says that even those random glitches are like coming from systems designed by humans.
Okay.
So like they show the biases hidden in technology,
That's deep, man. So we're seeing reflections of ourselves in the glitches.
Yeah.
I like that. So how do these artists make these glitches? They can't all be happy accidents, right?
Well, there are a lot of techniques. Like circuit bending is when you actually change the circuits, to make the audio and visuals do crazy stuff.
Yeah, that sounds intense.
Yeah, it's like surgery for electronics.
Cool. So who are some of the big names in circuit bending?
Well, there's Loved and Geese and Benjamin Galan,
Okay.
Carl Klump. They're all like pushing the limits of what hardware can do.
Yeah, that's super cool. It's like they're wizards or something.
Yeah.
Conjuring art from wires and circuits. But what about digital glitches? Like you don't have to take out your computer to make those, right?
Right. That's where data motion comes in.
Data motion.
Okay. Yeah. You mess with digital files like videos to make those glitchy effects.
Oh.
It's like you're corrupting the data on purpose.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's even software that can do it.
Oh, so what kind of software?
Well, you can start with like Audacity.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that free audio editor, believe it or not, you can data mosh images with it.
Oh, wow, that's neat. Okay.
And then there are tools just for data moshing, like Data Mosher Pro and FF Glitch.
Okay.
And even some video editors can do it.
Wow, it's like a whole secret world of glitch art out there.
It is.
So you mentioned that Glitch Guild before.
Yeah.
That Discord server, what's the deal with that? It sounds like a place to hang out if you're into glitch art.
It is. It is.
So it's all about glitch art.
Yeah, it's like this place where artists, hobbyists, and people just starting out can all come together.
Cool. So what do they do there?
Share knowledge,
Yeah.
techniques, inspiration, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that sounds really cool. And it's mostly on Discord?
Yeah.
So tell me about that guide we have.
Yeah.
What's in there that would be good for our listener?
It's a really good starting point, but the server itself, that's where it's at.
Right.
It's like so much going on channels for like everything you can think of about glitch art.
Okay, so this is like a big online studio, everyone experimenting, pushing the boundaries.
Exactly, yeah.
So where would I even start? Like if I'm a total newbie,
Yeah.
just getting into glitch art.
Well, there's a getting started channel.
Okay.
Yeah. It's for beginners, like Glitch Art 101.
Okay, cool.
All the basics.
It can be a little intimidating,
Yeah.
getting into a new art form,
Yeah, totally.
especially when it's technical like this.
Right.
So that's good to know.
Yeah, and then once you've got that down, there are channels for specific software and hardware.
Oh,
Like
but-
if you're into data mushing, there's a whole channel for that.
Oh, cool.
People sharing techniques, tutorials, showing off their work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That circuit bending channel must be pretty wild.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all these mad scientists making these crazy machines.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So the guy gives you the theory,
Right.
and the server is where you see it come to life.
Exactly.
So you can learn. But then what about showing your work?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Is there a place for that?
Yeah, there's a show and tell channel.
Okay.
Members can post their latest creations.
Oh, cool.
Get feedback, connect with other artists.
That's important, right? To be part of a community like that,
It is. It is.
especially in a niche field like this.
Yeah, for sure. And they even have a tech support channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you're having problems with your hardware or software, people can help you out.
Okay, so if my glitch box is acting up, I could just ask for help.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everyone's learning from each other there.
Yeah.
You could be asking for help one day, and then the next day you're the one giving advice.
Yeah, that's what I love about online communities, that sharing of knowledge.
Yeah, it's a really collaborative environment.
Okay, so you've got all the core stuff covered. What about anything else?
Oh, yeah. There are channels for specific subgenres of glitch art, too.
Oh, cool.
Like audio glitching or web glitching.
Okay.
It really shows how diverse glitch art is and how it keeps evolving.
So it's not just about using old techniques. It's about finding new ways to do things.
Exactly, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's all about exploration and pushing boundaries.
So we've been talking about the technical side of glitch art, but what about the deeper meaning? The big ideas behind it.
Well, at its heart, glitch art shows us that technology isn't perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fragile, it can break.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It challenges this idea that everything has to be smooth and controlled.
It's like a rebellion against the perfect world that technology tries to create,
Yeah, exactly.
A reminder that things can go wrong.
Yeah, and that there's beauty in those moments.
Yeah.
When things break down, we see something new.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
It makes you think about those times when your computer crashes or a video game glitches out.
Yeah.
You see something weird and unexpected, and it's kind of cool. It's
So
like a
that-
peek behind the scenes of reality,
True. Yeah, and those moments can be beautiful or scary or even funny.
Right.
Glitch art plays with all of those emotions.
Yeah, it makes you question what's real and what's not.
It does, yeah. It's a commentary on the digital world we live in.
So it's not just art, it's a statement, right, about our relationship with technology.
Yeah.
It's about finding meaning in the chaos.
Yeah.
And accepting that things don't always go as planned.
Exactly.
And the Glitch Guild is like a hub for all of this.
It is.
A place where artists can explore these ideas and inspire each other.
Yeah, it's a really special community.
But what about outside the Glitch Guild? Are there other artists doing cool stuff with glitch art?
Yeah, tons. Well, there's Benjamin Galan. He sometimes calls himself like recyclism or something, but he does a lot of work with planned obsolescence, consumerism,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. He takes like all this discarded electronics
Okay.
and makes these really thought-provoking installations.
Wow.
It's like he's giving those objects a second life and making us think about like the environmental impact of all the stuff we just throw away.
It is, yeah. Like it's a statement,
Yeah, totally.
It's not just pretty pictures.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So who else?
There's Carl Klomp.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen some of his work.
He builds these really intricate, like DIY video mixers
Okay.
and custom hardware for like live performances and stuff.
It's so cool. Like he's like an artist and an engineer
He is, yeah.
all at the same time.
Yeah, and he often uses like recycled materials too.
Oh, wow. So he's really into sustainability.
Yeah, totally.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it shows you don't need like the fanciest new equipment to make great art.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, you can use what other people throw away.
Yeah. There's beauty in that,
Yeah.
That kind of DIY like spirit.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the glitch art community, right?
Totally. It's all about sharing knowledge and building your own stuff and just trying things out.
It's so different from the commercial world of tech.
Yeah, completely different.
It's refreshing.
It is.
It's all about just pure creativity
Yeah.
and experimenting and not being afraid to like break the rule.
Exactly, yeah. And celebrating those happy accidents,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's okay if things go wrong.
Yeah, it's expected. Even,
And that's what makes it so cool.
yeah. It's a reminder that technology can be about expression,
Yeah.
exploration, even resistance.
For sure.
So it's not just visuals and audio, right?
Right.
It can be anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine a performance artist using glitches in their software, to make something unpredictable happen on stage.
Well, that's cool. Yeah.
Or a writer who intentionally messes with, like, digital text
Okay.
to change how we understand language.
So it's not just a style.
Right.
It's a way of thinking.
Yeah, a whole perspective on creativity.
Yeah. And you can use it with anything.
Exactly, and as technology keeps getting more complex, that perspective is going to be more and more important.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like glitch art is kind of preparing us for when things inevitably go wrong.
Yeah.
It's teaching us to be okay with the unexpected.
And to find beauty in it, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for our listener who's been with us on this this whole deep dive into glitch art,
Yeah.
what do you think they should do next? If they want to learn more.
The Glitch Guild is a great place to start, for sure.
Okay.
Join that Discord server, talk to people, check out what they're doing.
Yeah, and just get out there and experiment, right?
Totally, yeah. Don't be afraid to try new things.
There are no mistakes in glitch art.
That's right.
It's all about discovery. So who knows? Maybe you'll discover a whole new way to see the world,
That would be awesome.
where you can find beauty in those unexpected places.
Yeah, it's definitely a world worth exploring.
Well, on that note, we'll let you get to it. Happy glitching.
Hi, and if you're just tuning in, I would like to welcome your attention to this beautiful thing that is sitting here right to my left. As you can see, it is quite lovely. It is shiny. It has a ruby tint to it.
Now tell me, do your bare boobs need more culture? Well, trust me, if they do, get yourself a ruby bear. My friend Tom the other day came up to me and was like, hey,
Mr. Mr. Fishy himself. What do you think of the ruby bear?
yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, it's okay. I don't really get the point of it.
That's when the guy looked at me. He was like,
But sir, where is your shirt? Your boobies need more culture.
and I looked and I tried it on. And I was worried because it didn't kind of fit, but then we got the tailor. He fixed it up real nice for me. And it was amazing. Here you have it. You're a fishy here, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsoring the Ruby Bear.
But wait, there's more. If you call now, we'll include 2 extra. For the hell of it, we're just going to give it to you. 2 extra Ruby Bears, ladies and gentlemen. So if you would, just give us a call on the line. That is 1-900. Go fuck yourself. But back to it. Okay, so for the Ruby Bear, what do you feel like should be the price that you're going for, Tom?
I'd probably say $2,000.
Well, what if I told you could do this very easily for 4 simple payments of $39.95? That's right. So get yourself a Ruby Bear in 5 different sizes. Size number 1, mayonnaise. Size number 2, small. Size number 3, medium. Size number 4, large. And size number 5, extra mayonnaise. But wait, if you order the extra mayonnaise version of the Ruby Bear, we will turn in a tube of freshly squeezed cottage cheese for the liking. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else I could say for you. If you don't want the Ruby Bear, you're obviously deaf and blind and now Heller and shouldn't be even look, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't hear me. Wake up.
Oh shit. You niggas out last night.